Today we're going to learn about how to find the law of cosine. First, we're going to find side C using law of cosine.
Alright, so first we're gonna find the height, and by splitting the triangle. So now we know we have a 90-degree angle of 60, so this must be 30. Alright, so now that we know this information, we could say h squared plus x squared, which would be this, and this would be 10 minus x squared equals 7 squared, which we got from here. This is how we would find this side of the triangle.
This is h, and this whole side is 10.
Yeah. And then it would all, if we're trying to find this, it would all go under h squared equals 7 squared. Alright, so since we brought over x squared to the other side, we're left with h squared equals 7 squared minus x squared. Alright, now since this other half of the triangle we have h, 10 minus x, and we're trying to solve for c, so we can call this c, which will later be c squared. So for now, we can write h squared, which is also involving Pythagoras theorem, plus 10 minus x squared equals c squared. And then, yeah, h squared equals c squared minus 10 minus x squared. Now what we're going to do to be able to create a formula, which is for the cosine formula, we're just going to have to put these two together.
Make them equal to each other.
Make them equal to each other. So we're going to start off with 7 squared minus x squared equals c squared minus 10 minus x squared. Our next step would be to factor this out. 7 squared minus x squared, c squared minus 10 squared minus 2 times x, no, 10x plus x squared. Once we have this, we could go to 7 squared equals, we're going to bring x squared to the other side, c squared minus 10 squared plus 2 times 10 times x. The reason we're left with x is because we can cancel out this x squared and this x squared. Alright, now we're going to, since we have this, what we can do is bring over all of this, which is plus 10 squared minus 2 times 10 times x to the other side. And then we'll finally end up c squared equals 7 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 10 times x. But we are not done yet. X would obviously be equal to this. And to know this, we know this angle, and x is the same thing right now as 60. 7 cosine of 60. And all you would do is plug it in. And then you would finally end up with c squared equals 7 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 10 times 7 cosine of 60. And with this, we will be able to find c squared. And the final formula would be c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. Ta-da! Yay! Whoop-de-doo!